Hello, my lovely students. I hope you all are very fine and you are taking all the precautions during this pandemic. Okay, we are going to discuss more two topics of chapter 3, that is animals living and surviving. The two topics that we are going to cover today are adaptation in amphibians and adaptation in the arboreal animals. So without any delay, let's start our video. Amphibia means both lives. That means some of the animals can live both in the water and on the land very nicely, and according to that they are having the adaptation that helps them to survive in both the surrounding. Okay, so what are the common examples of amphibians? Frog, salamander, toads, newts, and some of the snakes are the common example of amphibians that can survive in both the surrounding. But how they are able to survive in these two surrounding, let's discuss. That means they must have two types of adaptation. In the water, they must have some adaptation that help them to survive in the water, and together that time when they are on the land, that time also they must have the organ that help them to survive on the land as well. So let's discuss what are the adaptation found in these animals. So first of all, let's talk about the frog, because this is the very common example that we are able to see in our surrounding. So first adaptation I will talk about the frog is the breathing organ. They are having two types of breathing organ. First is lungs that help them to breathe on the land, but when they go into the water, they use their skin to absorb the oxygen which is dissolved in water. Okay, so they are having two types of breathing organ. But one more thing I want to discuss here. The baby of the frog is known as tadpole, and tadpole used to live in the water only, and till they are the tadpole, their breathing organs are gill. Okay, breathing organ is gill, okay, not the lungs. When they grow up into the adult frog, then that gills are replaced by the lungs and the skin. Okay, so this is very important to note down. Second adaptation is their back leg. Okay, if I will talk about the frog, their back legs are more stronger, is stronger than the front one. Okay, if you will see, the back legs are stronger as compared to the front one. Okay, why? Because they have to jump on the land. Okay, so this is one more adaptation. Next adaptation, their webbed feet. Okay, if you will see the frog, okay, you can see the thin layer of the skin present in between of the finger that help them to swim into the water. Strong legs help them to jump over the land, and the webbed feet, this is known as webbed feet. This is known as webbed feet, and this webbed feet help the frog to swim into the water, to paddle into the water very nicely. Okay, so these are the adaptation found in the frog. Next is the bulging eyes. If you will see the eyes, it is bulging, that means it is above the skin, which help them to see in the front, in the side, and somehow sometimes, most of the time, not exactly back, but somehow front and sidewise also. Okay, this is the benefit. Whenever it is going into the water, it has to see around itself. Okay, in the front also, and sometimes in the side. So this type of eyes help them to look around it very nicely. Next, we are going to discuss about the arboreal animals. What do you mean by arboreal animals? Arboreal animals are those animals that spend most of the time on the trees, and as they have to spend most of the time on the trees, according to that they must have that adaptation, that means the special features in their body also. Okay, so as you can see in this picture, okay, this monkey is having the long tail, it is having the long arms also, and the very strong leg, because these three parts are very important, and it help them to climb from one branch to another branch, or from one tree to another tree. Okay, if their hip girdle will not be strong, their arms tails will not be strong, then they cannot climb nicely. Okay, so these are the adaptation. The first adaptation is their arms are very strong. Second, their legs are also very strong, and the hip girdle. What is the meaning of hip girdle? This part, okay, because when they are climbing from one branch to another branch, okay, they have to support the upper body on their hip. Okay, so it must have the that much stronger, that help them to support the upper body on that girdle joint. Okay, so this is also must be strong in that. Next is, you are seeing the tail is also holding the branch, so sometimes it is also used to hold the branch, but and on the tail only their whole body is supported, so their tail must be strong. Okay, so these are the adaptation found in the arboreal animals. And what are the common examples? First, monkey I shown you. Second, as you can see, it is orangutan. Okay, these orangutan spend most of their life on the trees only. They love to spend the time on the trees. Okay, so let's recall all these adaptation which is found in the arboreal animals one more time. Land animals that live mostly on trees are called arboreal animals. Yes, it's not like that arboreal animals cannot live on the land. Of course they can live, and they are having the lungs as a breathing organ as well. But what is the point here? That they are having the adaptation, that type of adaptation also, which help them to live on the trees most of the time. Okay, if we will try to live on the trees, then we are not, because we are not having adaptation according to that, so that we can hold the branches for a longer period of time. Okay, we will get tired, and we are having the greater chance to slip from there. But it's not like that with the arboreal animals. Okay, next, as you can see, they have sharp claws. Yes, one more thing, they are having sharp claws. What is the meaning of claws? Let me show you one more time. Okay, claws means, okay, this one. Okay, this claws means their hand, this part of their hand. So they must have strong claws so that they can hold the branches very nicely. Okay, so their claws also must be stronger. Okay, that help them to climb up and down the branches, and usually have strong muscular limbs and a tail for holding on to the branches. Here you can see the limbs. Okay, it is written limbs. Limbs means both hand and legs. Okay, generally the animals are having front limbs plays the role of hand, and the back legs are play the role of legs. Okay, but all the four are called limbs also. And examples are monkey, koala bear. The picture you are seeing in this on this slide is the koala bear. This is koala bear. Okay, so in this video we have discussed the two type of adaptation. Okay, first the adaptation found in the amphibians, and the second adaptation in the arboreal animals. I hope this video will help you to understand in a better way. Be safe, be at a home, and take care of your health. Thank you so much for watching.